Hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. 1 minute late. My apologies right off the top. But welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. Finally, I'm back. It's Bose 831 Gaming. And it's Wednesday evening. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, this is a continuation of my Twitch live stream series. We're on Farming Simulator 22. We're on the SILVERRUN Forest map, and this is a continuation of my live stream series on that forest. On that map. And first of all, I just want to somewhat apologize to everybody, but we had a death in the family, and the family's just been dealing with a lot of things over the last couple of weeks, and just there's so much going on there, and just hasn't been in the right frame of mind to really get back into business as usual for a little bit here and there, and just had some different related activities that were going on while we try to get back to the normal scheme of things, if you will. And we're slowly getting back to normal, and that's just kind of where we're at right now without getting into too much of the finer details. But just as always, whatever your faith is, or if you don't have any faith, but just keep us, me and my family, in your thoughts and prayers. Or whatever your process is for dealing with things, if you're not religious, if you're, whatever your process is. Just want to be mindful of that. But anywho, here's where we're at. And again, my apologies. I haven't had that much time to really do much prep or anything like that, so I'm really just jumping in right from where we picked up on the last episode prior to the hiatus. So I don't I haven't done any pre-research, so I'm really coming in very much cold turkey. I don't know what I was doing. I did kind of look at a little bit of some of the things that we were doing on the last episode, but not in any detail. So what you're seeing right now is unrehearsed or anything like that. We're just jumping right in. First of all, let's see here. We're gonna grab some of these logs here because we're still doing a little bit of logging. I think we're trying to get our cash flow up so that we can do some build up our farm on the map as well, so that we're not just doing logging, but we're also doing a little bit of farming. Let's see what we got here. So gonna grab up another load of logs here on a log trailer and take that over to the sawmill for processing, so we can hopefully make some more money here. At some point in the process, I think we have made the decision to go from processing 8-meter logs to go to the 12-meter logs, just to kind of speed up things a little bit, because I don't know how exciting it is or not to watch us manually go through grabbing all these logs and this process that we're doing right now. But let's see here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a few more logs. We're gonna get the trailer loaded up, and then we're gonna take these logs to the sawmill and get those processed, and then we'll reassess where we're at from there and what we need to do. We're just about financially where we want to be at $1 million And we'll kind of go from there, allegedly. And again, I'm coming in kind of cold tonight. I still really didn't do much prep, but still, like I say, I'm still as a family trying to deal with a lot of things, and my mental has not been exactly where it needs to be just yet, but I'm trying to get back there. It's going to take a little bit of time. But anywho, let's see, we're going to grab a few more logs. And I just ask that you, as fans of the show, of the community, for those of you that are kind of hanging out or just hopping in, that you just bear with me a little bit here. We're going to get everything figured out. I'm still kind of bouncing around some ideas I want to do in a series. How I want to continue with this series, or how many more episodes I'm going to do, and then we're going to move on, I think, to a different map and try to do some different things. I kind of want to add a little bit of variety to what we do here. I don't want to keep doing the same thing every month, and we've kind of done most of what we wanted to get done here. We haven't done the farm yet. We did do we've done a few boat builds. We finally got the roller coaster done. And those are the things that I primarily wanted to showcase from this expansion and this map. And just wanted to also showcase building up a farm on this map, since the map doesn't by default come with the farm. So still kind of wanted to showcase that, see if we can get that done as well. Let's just grab a few more logs. Drop those on the trailer. I guess since it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a number of mod releases here and there. We've had some notable news. The biggest news is that we had the announcement on the Farming Simulator website just yesterday on the final DLC and for Farming Simulator 22. And the premium expansion that will be the last release in the year 2 season pass. Just one moment here while I gather myself, and let's get over to that information real quick. But it was announced yesterday that the premium expansion and premium edition of Farming Simulator 22 was going to be released later this year. I think it's scheduled to release in November the 14th. And basically, let me just read it out to you. Nourish your farming experience with the premium expansion, and grow fresh vegetables on a brand new map with specialized machines. Even more, the premium edition, which includes all the content of the year 1 and year 2 season passes, and that's coming November the 14th to PC and console. You can go over to the Farming Simulator website to see that video. They have a video there. We got other information that we do know at this point is you're going to have some new crops. You're going to have carrots, parsnips, and red beet. You got a new map. There's Sri Lanka, which is a Central European region. You got some new factories and production chains, which we don't have details on yet. You got over 35 new specialized machines, 4 new brands, 15 brands overall. Let's see, do they have any details on the new brands? Let's see. Right now, those are just the bullet points right now. And the premium edition of the game will include the following: Farming Simulator 22 base game, the premium expansion, the platinum expansion, the Antonio Corral pack, the Kubota pack, the Beamer pack, the Boy Wow pack, the Hand Forge pack, and we still have two other packs from the year 2 season pass that haven't been announced yet, oddly enough. So yes, so there's still more news to come this year as we move along in the year. But I think because of the FarmCon, they went ahead and for whatever reason announced the premium expansion right now. I don't know the complete logic behind why they announced it quite so early, but that's what's the biggest news that's out concerning Farming Simulator 22 right now. Because you do have the Platinum expansion, and you know what content's going to be included in that expansion. With that being said, we still have two more DLCs that we don't know what's in those yet, and those two items will conclude all of the content that's going to be part of the year 2 season pass. Depending on how you farm and how you play the game, it's going to determine what you might think of the value of that content and the value of the whole year 2 season pass overall. Even though it's all again European equipment and whatnot, I'm cool with that. I mean, even though I am an American player and I would prefer to have some more American based stuff, but at the same time I do understand that the company that makes this game is a European company, although I wish they would okay. So I also need to do an audio check, which I did not do at the start of the show. Again, my apologies for being a little bit out of practice, but we're trying to get everything back into the grind and into the overall scheme of things. And again, just bear with me here a little bit, but we'll get it all figured back out and get back in that groove really quickly. Looks a lot quicker than I have in the past because I've been doing this for a little bit now, so I'm getting a little bit better. Still kind of working towards the goal of getting a capture card at some point, but of course some of the events that kind of took place over the weekend had an impact on me, what I am able to do financially right now. So I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to do the whole capture card bit. I'm probably just going to be doing the lives on the Xbox for quite some time, at least in the near future, before I actually have enough resources to make that purchase on the capture card as of yet. I did plan on doing it before the year was out. I don't know where I'm at on that yet right now, because I'm also based on what's going on with my PC that I use. Going to need to do a PC build at some point too. My PC has a few power supply, CPU, and power supply issues, and it's very much showing its age now. So there's a couple of big major purchases that I am going to need to do at some point this year, but what happened is some of the events surrounding my family situation, I had to make significant financial investment in another regard, which has put a lot of things that I plan to do on the back burner right now, while I double down and try to work towards paying off some new obligations that I have picked up. But I do plan. Oh shucks, missed that one. Hopefully I'll have some help with that along the way, but I'm not entirely sure right now. That's another thing that's kind of stressing me a little bit right now, but we'll get there, hopefully. All right, but like I say, my mindset is good, but I'm still not in the greatest place yet. But I'm trying to get there as best that I can. Let's see. But all right, so we're gonna grab another log. All right, just about got this trailer done. A few more logs are good. This is a decent load we got here, but we just got this entire area cleared out. I'm gonna have to soon look at doing some more logging as well. It's a solid load we got there. We'll stop right there for now. Let's go ahead and strap this down. We don't want to press our luck here. That's plenty a good load. And we'll go ahead and take this load over to the sawmill and see what we got going. Well, I probably could have put another one on the other side of that. Well, let's see if I can drop one more in there. I just don't like that. Got this high side over here, and that other side's low. So let's see if we can grab one or two more and throw in there. I feel like living dangerously a bit. Some of these other logs out the way. this one out. And I forgot about that one that I dropped over there, so that's one we could still throw on here as well. This piece wants to behave like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Alright, so we grab log forks. Excuse me, grab the log with the log forks here. This is a skinny one. And it looks like one that you could probably hand carry, but sometimes with the logs, looks can be very deceiving. I still probably should have checked, but based on how it's behaving, it does have a little weight to it. Alright, yeah, we rocked that in there nicely. Usually when logs are super light, they behave much differently than logs that have a little weight to them. But just to kind of clear all those assertions, we'll go ahead and see. There's one that's a hand carry. Don't know until you try sometimes. Surprisingly, that one fits right in there, but let's hop up here and see if we can clean that up a little bit, because that's not sitting neat. Alright, so do we have any other ones that fit that same criteria? Don't see that one. Too heavy. Too heavy. Too heavy. That one obviously is too heavy. That one should be too heavy. So all of these should be much thicker and heavier. Alright, so let's hop back in. Excuse me. Alright, should have probably muted that, but my apologies. My throat was doing fine here until we started doing all this talking for whatever reason right now. Alright, so here we are. Let's get the telehandler lined up here a little more neatly. You know, I was at work, I was reviewing some of the mods that came out here recently. Excuse me again. There's been a number of mods that have dropped over the last couple of weeks. There's a few things that are very interesting, a few things that are not so much. But there was something today that I wanted to take a look at, but I didn't have time to before we went live tonight. Because it's a mod that I might end up using on this farm, but I need to do some testing, research, and I know you hear me say that a lot here between episodes, but I never seem to always get around to it. But that's something I got to work on a little bit as well. But I really want to test some of this stuff out, because I might use some of the buildings in this pack on this farm build for this map. Although I think the YouTuber Mr. Steely P did indicate there was an issue with one of the buildings, some of the buildings with the animals. So there is that, and I do want to use some of the animal buildings in that pack. So we'll still have to do some research on that, maybe. Alright, so we're gonna take a ride up to the sawmill, get these logs off. And again, guys, I know I don't sound like super motivated, even though if you've been on this journey with me throughout this series, you know there's been a few ups and downs over the whole. Well, it's been almost a year that at least about a half a year at least, that we've been doing episodes on this series. So a lot's happened in my personal life, a lot's happened in the series. You know, if you've been riding along with me here, you know it's been a journey, and I appreciate those of you that have stuck around to see bits and pieces of it. Kind of follow along here as I develop my style and kind of get better and kind of streamline, how I want to do things and what's going to be my flow, my style with my lives, and how I want to do my different series. Also, I know I talk about it a lot, but I do want to do some other games. It's just sometimes just sitting down and deciding, if I'm going to do games, what kind of schedule and I'm going to do them on. The fact of the matter is I'm a hardcore gamer, and I spend a ton of time gaming, but my gaming is not on any set schedule. If I'm going to be a live streamer, I want to have a set schedule so everybody knows, for the most part, coming in. Although what I might start doing is just do some random episodes, post them up, and see what tracks, and kind of take it from there and play it by ear. But I still got to work on that a little bit to kind of get that whole part of how I want to do it figured out. Alright, so we're at the sawmill. We want to drop all these logs off. Oh shucks. Doesn't look like we're getting picked up. I don't see any logs going into the sawmill here. Because normally you'll see logs flowing here. Let me see. What are we? Is the sawmill full? Yep. That's what it is. See, the wood's at 109,000 liters. So we're already at max capacity, so we're kind of stand still there. But the logs are being processed, even though we don't see any logs popping into the conveyor right here at the moment. They are being processed. Alright, so while we're here, let's go take a look at our pallet production and see what we have going on. As always, we got 2 default wood beam pallets that pop up over in this area of the sawmill. And then you got 2 3 wood beam pallets here, over here in the warehouse. And we have 5 plank pallets right now over here. So nothing we need to do with the pallets right at the moment in the warehouse, in the pallet warehouse. So we're good there. So as far as the sawmill process is concerned, we're just waiting on that stuff to process. All right, let's look here. Again, I'm picking up from where we were at in the process before we had this huge delay in our live streams. It looks like I was also kind of grinding some stumps using the wood devourer instead of the normal stump grinder, just to kind of speed up the process a little bit. But we still got a ton of logs over here that need to be picked up. Let's see. We're grinding up some of these smaller, more stubborn trees and turning those into wood chips, I believe, and then saving others for processing and with our wood harvester, tree harvester, I should say, wood harvester. I guess they're both one and the same when you think about it. I think we're all done with the wood chips process for the moment, for the most part, but I just want to make sure that's the case before I return any of this leased equipment back in. I don't want to incur any unnecessary lease costs if I don't have to, but I still want to make sure that I'm really done with what I want to do right now. Alright, so turn it on. Still got a little bit of wood chip in there, so I'm going to go ahead and grind some stuff up and see what we can get into right here. Some of these small trees, it doesn't do a whole lot of good to be chopping them up and using the harvester on them, because you won't get that much money off of them anyways. You're just better off just wood chipping a lot of those. Alright, so it looks like we're still in the boundaries of our property, so there's still some stuff I can kind of grind up here with the wood devourer. And this is just mainly for dealing with the smaller trees, but the big stuff, we obviously want to come back with the harvester for that. And I just want to make sure that I grind any potential stumps out of existence as well. Been using the wood devourer mainly for just getting the small stuff out. Try not to get myself stuck here, and there I go. Right on key. There we go. A better driver when I want to be, but sometimes not so much. Didn't know how far out we wanted to take this whole tree harvesting process, but I think we're actually going to take it a little bit further out. Oh, that's a big boy there. Alright, it looks like we're finally getting to the boundaries of my property, because it says I don't have access to this land for that tree. trying to hit everything that I do have access to. Alright, and again, it's telling me I don't have access to this land, so I can't do anything with that tree for the moment. See, this is a very extreme view. So let's take a look here and see from the map view. Where are we? We are here. And I'm somewhat in area 37, it looks like, yeah. In fact, I'm well into location 37 or field 37, and I don't own that property. If I wanted to purchase it, that would set me back about $66,000. They're not going to buy it yet, but definitely want to. Should go ahead and buy it. I just finished cleaning up this whole area. Yeah, we're going to buy it, I think. Let's see. Let's go back to farmland. View 66,000. All right. Yeah, if we buy it, that would set us back to 842,000. Yeah, that's worth it. We'll make that back here in just a bit. Right, so let's go ahead and grind up some more trees here. Some small stuff. This whole thing cleaned up. And we're just going to do some massive cleanup, tree harvesting. We're going to go back. I'm going to pick up the rock breaker. We're going to come back and break up some rocks and stuff too. Some things I wasn't able to do before because I didn't have access, but we're going to clean that up as well. We got a stubborn little stump there, don't we? But I guess when you're dealing with some of these extreme angles with this land, it can get a little tricky. Right. Again, my objective here is just to kind of get rid of as many of these little small, annoying little trees as I can, because there's just not much profit in coming into chopping those down with the harvester. And I got to be particular in when I say little trees, because even some of these more skinnier looking ones still can have some value in the harvester, even though not a ton. So it's got to be selective in which trees I'm trying to spray and which trees I don't. But in general, we don't want to waste a lot of time on small trees because there's just not enough numbers in that to justify the time. So, here's another one. All right now. And this goes back to my argument about the time investment. Sometimes getting these little trees cut and cleared up can be a time sink. Alright. Sometimes they disappear quickly, like you just saw. And other times they take a little more time and effort. Yeah, mostly focusing on little trees, the brush type of stuff, because that stuff is just not going to provide much value at all for my harvester. And that kind of stuff, like you see those kind of trees, the little dark brown ones here, those are mostly better suited for just grinding them up and turning them into sawdust. This little guy here that's in front of me, if I can get to it, I don't have a high horsepower tractor, and the trailer's starting to fill up a little bit, so we're starting to strain on the horsepower of the tractor here a little bit. Alright. Got a little stove. Get as much of this brush out the way as we can so we can see what the heck we're doing. Number one, so feel all that noise. You'll be able to see what we're working with and how we'll. See, based on that effort alone, we discovered another rock that can be broken up and harvested with stone. What you're looking at now is just some of the work that has to be done in order for this forestry operation to succeed. It's just like the little fine-tuning, if you will. You don't have to clean up everything, but it just makes for a more thorough process. And we're just trying to stay on this side of the road for right now. We'll get the other side of the road at some point down the line. There's plenty of trees here, plenty of doing now is just a lot of the prep work before we bring the harvester into the show. When we bring the harvester in, that's when the real fun begins. Probably going to end up having to lease some more powerful tractor just a little bit in terms of horsepower so that we can navigate some of these hills. Pulling a loaded trailer. This setup I got though is still doing pretty nice for what it is. Now, one thing I wish they did have in this game here, as far as like the heads-up display, I wish it updated dynamically, so you can kind of see in the hood what the landscape actually looks like after you clean it up as well. That would be very, very useful. Maybe that'll be in the next Sim 24 or whatever. End up getting to at that point in time. Alright, drop it down. Alright, trying to get the tractor turned back around. That's a small tree there. That tree is let's picture that one. Alrighty, gang. Alright, we're gonna back it up one more time. Alright, let me pause for the cause one moment. We'll be right back. Alright, sorry game, my apologies, had to separate from the keyboard there for a second. Where we at? Alright, we're gonna get the tractor turned around. We're gonna come back this way. Like I say, some of the smaller trees, we're just gonna go ahead and chop those up. Okay, am I still getting audio? Alright. We're just going to get through all of the smaller trees around this area right now. leasing the trailer, this field capacity. The Tree Devourer also has its own internal capacity. That's what we're filling up right now. Alright, now to get turned around and going back in the right direction. Then we're going to eat a few more trees here. I guess we don't have access to this area. I guess that's on the other side of the map, technically, but what about this one? Yeah, this is a little weird because what I'm seeing on the PDA doesn't quite match what's happening in front of me here, so it's a little confusing. Alright, this one doesn't want to cut. Just got to get the Devourer in the right position to get it. That's going to leave a stump. Somehow we got stuck around a tree. Alright, so we're stuck at 52%. Alright, we're still showing at 55%, so I don't know exactly what's happening. So we're gonna go unload and sell and see what the numbers look like once we refresh the capacity. Actually, I'm kind of losing my bearings here. I don't know exactly where I'm at here, so let me get turned around. Oh, that's my right outside the spinnery farming operation there, which is on my left. So where did we... Am I going the right direction? I'm still not sure. Doesn't look like it. Going away from where I need to be. We need to be going back towards the shop. I got a sell point there. I think this is the correct direction, but don't quote me. Yes. I can see the harvester now. We expanded quite a bit from where we started at with this forestry thing. I guess we can leave the devourer right here as we come in. Let's go ahead and drop that off. Well, actually, we need to leave that on because I think we have chips inside of it as well. We just need to figure out where we're going. Alright, so let's go up to the sell menu real quick. Alright, hold on one moment. Okay, looking where we're at. Let's go to the buy menu. Sorry about that. I'm back. Want to take a look at the sale points, and let's see where we got the best price on um, sawdust. So we're looking for wood chips. I said sawdust, but same thing. Uh, let's see. The sale points are showing. See, the hotel is giving. Oops. The best price, and in fact, it's at a premium right now. Hence the blue marker here. So we're gonna go to the hotel. We're gonna light that up. And we got that marker highlighted. Okay, why did the trigger not pop? Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. Wood chips. Alright, so we made $18,000 off the wood chips that we sold. And that's pretty doggone good if I do say so myself. That puts us back at so we made $860,000. So we made back a little bit of the money we spent on buying the land to get some more forestry done. So now we're gonna head back over to our property. Alright, and it's getting pretty late. It's 1900, so it's almost 8 o'clock now. Starting to get dark on us here. So we're probably going to keep everything we got leased right now. We're just going to bring this over to the side. And so we need to utilize it again. And let's go see what our logs are doing. They're still just kind of hanging out there. What are we looking at in the numbers? And processing, we're still at 109. So nothing's moving there. So we can just go ahead and hop over to the farmhouse. And sleep. 8 hours. Well, we're sleeping, the logs should process. So when we come back in the morning, everything should be gone or just about gone into the sawmill. We spent $3,116 on leasing, $79 on property maintenance. We had $348 in production costs. And now we're going to hop right back over to the sawmill. And let's take a look at where we're at. The logs are down to 106. You should see everything going up in the conveyors now. And you see it's happening at a feverish pace now. We're eating them up. And we'll be good until we hit 109. And when we hit 109, we hit the brakes again. That's the max capacity for the sawmill. There, we're almost there. 108, 320. One oh eight, 312. Alright, for some reason it stopped before we got there. I'm not sure why. Move down a little bit and see. That's a little weird. I don't know why it's not liking these trees all of a sudden. They didn't stop being trees. Weird. I'll tell you what we're gonna do just to test that out. I'm gonna speed that up a little bit more. Let's see. But I forgot to check my productions to see what things need to be fed right now from our production chains. Alright, the spinneries are pretty much automatic. Metal factory, iron furnace is good. Everything looks to be generally good. I'm not gonna grind too much here. Flooring factory could probably use some planks, but I'm not gonna sweat it right at the moment. Let's speed time up a little bit here and see what's going on with these logs. Alright. Right. Okay. our boat build because we still make money off of that as well. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, all the logs are down, so let's bring our time back to normal speed. At least normal as we play it at. We play it at 3x. And let's hop over to our shipyard or boat yard, depending on where you're at in your part of the world. Alright, this is where we're at on a boat. And needed materials. We need planks, 27, 26. We got 35 there, we're good. Long planks, 27, 2. We got 35, good there. Wood beam, we need 1744. We have 4,000. Good there. Metal, we need 544. We got 949. Floor tiles, 2179. We have 1173. So we need to go get some floor tiles. So let's hop over to our box it trailer. All right, one moment. back. Alright, so next stop is the flooring factory. Oops. Wrong facility. Oops, and I pressed the wrong button, of course. They want to grab at least one and try to watch out for the pedestrians there that's crossing the streets. It's like she needs to be mindful. Truck trying to load here. These guys make sure they get their walks in, don't they? I still think it's kind of neat that they actually sense the truck there and they stop walking. That's a nice little touch. In fact, the pedestrians are kind of smarter than the vehicles. Alright, so we're going to take this 1,000 liters back over here to the shipyard and see what that updates our status to. Again, I'm doing a lot of just winging it tonight. I'm not really, there's no real plan that I'm operating from tonight. I'm just really just winging it here while I gradually get back into the scheme of things and what I want to do. This series going forward. But again, the idea is that I want to work on finishing up the farm. We're continuing to perform my production chain operations, continue my forestry operations as well. Oh shoot. I was just there and my mind just went blank that quickly again. Let's take a peek. Floor tiles at 2136. Need 2140, so we might as well just go grab. We should have grabbed two. I should have went over instead of under. That's my fault. So what I'm gonna do now, and we're gonna go way over. We're gonna get every one of the pallets there, which is what we should have did the first place. I'll head it back to the flooring factory. We're gonna grab everything that they have available. Grab the two pallets that are available. That's 2,000 liters of floor tiles. Alright, open up. Alright, so we dropped off the 2,000 liters of floor tiles. And we should be way over now. So now if we look at our numbers, we should see floor tiles are not 4,126. We only need 2,131. So we're in good shape in that area as well. All right, so I'm gonna drive it box it back over to our yard. We're not gonna do anything else, I don't think, but let me double check our productions to see if we need to supply anything else. All right. All right, so we dumped off a load of iron ore. About 48% here. Then we're gonna reattach the box it trailer. All right. Well, coming up on the end of tonight's episode, hopefully when we come back in on Saturday, everything will be a little more cleaner, a little more smoother while I get back into the groove of things, and hopefully less interruptions, because one of the issues that I've had, in part why I haven't been doing the episodes as of recently, because we still have family in, and it's just been a lot of traffic, a lot of things going on at home, and I just don't. My space is not that quiet right now, and it's probably going to be this way for a while. So finding time to stream without any interruptions is going to be extremely difficult for a period of time. But I'm still trying to, stick to a schedule and stick to a program as much as I can. Well, that's just kind of where we're at right now, and I do the best that I can with what I have for the moment. But that does mean that at many times while I'm doing a live, I might have to step away from the keyboard, different little things, or I may have to, have some interruptions, or you may get some background noise or other things during the episodes. I try to limit that as much as possible, but definitely will be some interruptions where I have to step away, from the live for a few minutes while certain things get taken care of. And my apologies for that in advance, but we're trying to get back to a place where we have a little bit more normalcy and stability, but still little bit of a ways off from that right now. But again, I appreciate your patience. But again, my family is still, dealing with a lot, and it's still going to take us a little bit of time to get everything back to where it needs to be. I want to say normal, but there is no normal when your normal has changed forever. But um, but we'll get there. All right, so let's check. Notice my Komatsu tree harvester is showing a negative cash value here. Just watching that. So does that mean it needs repairs? Let's go pop over to that bad boy real quick. It's not in bad shape, but it still needs some repair work. So what I'll probably do is I'll order, and I'll do that off camera, because there's a stump there we missed too. A big one right there. And looking like we can also eat up some of these small trees here all around the lake and whatnot now. We purchase some more land. Alright. Alright. Well, let's real quickly here take a look at a couple of things. Let's go to the shop. See what's on sale. First and foremost. An auto load DP 1800 auto load. A couple of harvesters. These are all great deals, but just not ready to drop those numbers just yet. Well, let's go to the shop. We're looking for our little toolbox kit here, repair kit. Where are we at? I think it's on the miscellaneous. Let's see. Oh no, it's not here. I'm in the wrong menu. Alright, we want to go to tools. Toolbox mod. Drop that bad boy down. How about the shop? Alright. Now where did you go? I lost you just that quick. Workshop vehicle options. Want to go ahead and repair. Alright, and that gets your cost down to 111,000, but we're still showing in the red, in the negative for whatever reason. But it's 100% condition now, at least. Alright, so let's go back to the sell menu. We'll go ahead and sell that toolbox back. So I wonder if I drive it over to the shop and we repaint it, if we'll get So my value back at if it's $111,000 in the hole, though I don't see that happening. All right. Well, we're coming up on the home stretch now, the last 7 minutes. Yeah, I want to thank everyone again for tuning in tonight, for your continued patience while for the through the hiatus that I've been on. Your continued patience while I get back into the normal swing of things with my lives and get back to my normal flow, my normal process. I am going to sit down here in the future and start planning these episodes out a little bit better. At least I'll have a more organized plan of attack. And I'm still also thinking about doing some other games. And those will probably be just one-offs for a little while. And just put those out there on my YouTube channel as well. And just see, what tracks and what doesn't. And if I continue those, based on what garners interest from everybody. All right. So let's see. So if we repaint it, it would send us back $75,400. The value is $123.85. I'm curious if I repaint it. I'm going to go ahead and take that, show that cost, and see if what that changes the value to. Right now it's showing at $123.85. If we repaint it for $75, it goes up to $206. So that's included in the price. So, yep. So now it's up to $206.25. So now if we go over to our numbers, now it shows the right value. Now it's back to $187,296. That's interesting though. Alright, so we can drive this bad boy back out into the field. I really should be using low loaders for this, all of that. And it'll definitely speed it up and be a lot more realistic, but since we're not that far from the actual work site, we can kind of do this at the blazing speed of 12 miles an hour. Normally you would load this up on a low loader or a low loader rig / trailer and haul this harvester out to the work site, unload it, and then do what you got to do, rinse, repeat. Since we're right here, we're just going to drive out. And this is kind of where we're going to end it at tonight, it looks like. So we got the harvester in position. Maybe we'll just do... No, we won't. Let's go hop over to a little tree devourer set up real quick though. What we got going on? Because I want to get some of these little small trees out the way now I'm looking at because they're just bugging me. Eat them all up. This is kind of where we're going to end it at tonight. I'm going to pick up from here on the next episode. We're going to kind of be doing a little bit of the same thing, a little bit of forestry. Like I said, because we still got a lot of stuff to do to get to the point where we can start setting up a farming operation. Alright, why don't this tree want to eat? Tree doesn't want to disappear. That is most disconcerting. So perhaps we need to come at it from a different angle. Sure, it's not equipment. This is something with a tree. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. And like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? This is Boozy 831 Gaming, live on Twitch. We got another one in the books. What's going on here? But thanks for tuning in tonight. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Have a good day, evening, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods and your part of the world. Catch you on the next episode, folks.